51. The 11th principle, the power of the Holy Spirit. November the 18th. 4 Avenue de Camois, Paris. In the teaching of Baha'u'llah, it is written, "By the power of the Holy Spirit alone is man able to progress, for the power of man is limited and the divine power is boundless." The reading of history brings us to the conclusion that all truly great men, the benefactors of the human race, those who have moved men to love the right and hate the wrong, and who have caused real progress, all these have been inspired by the force of the Holy Spirit. The prophets of God have not all graduated in the schools of learned philosophy. Indeed, they were often men of humble birth, to all appearance ignorant, unknown men, of no importance in the eyes of the world, sometimes even lacking the knowledge of reading and writing. That which raised these great ones above men, and by which they were able to become teachers of the truth, was the power of the Holy Spirit. Their influence on humanity, by virtue of this mighty inspiration, was great and penetrating. The influence of the wisest philosophers without this spirit divine has been comparatively unimportant, however extensive their learning and deep their scholarship. The unusual intellects, for instance, of Plato, Aristotle, Pliny, and Socrates have not influenced men so greatly that they have been anxious to sacrifice their lives for their teachings, whilst some of those simple men so moved humanity that thousands of men have become willing martyrs to uphold their words, for these words were inspired by the divine Spirit of God. The prophets of Judah and Israel, Elijah, Jeremiah, Isaiah, and Ezekiel, were humble men, as were also the apostles of Jesus Christ. Peter, the chief of the apostles, used to divide the proceeds of his fishing into 7 parts, and when, having taken 1 part for each day's use, he arrived at the 7th portion, he knew it was the Sabbath day. Consider this, and then think of his future position, to what glory he attained, because the Holy Spirit wrought great works through him. We understand that the Holy Spirit is the energizing factor in the life of man. Whosoever receives this power is able to influence all with whom he comes into contact. The greatest philosophers without this spirit are powerless, their souls lifeless, their hearts dead. Unless the Holy Spirit breathes into their souls, they can do no good work. No system of philosophy has ever been able to change the manners and customs of a people for the better. Learned philosophers, unenlightened by the divine spirit, have often been men of inferior morality. They have not proclaimed in their actions the reality of their beautiful phrases. The difference between spiritual philosophers and others is shown by their lives. The spiritual teacher shows his belief in his own teaching by himself being what he recommends to others. An humble man without learning, but filled with the Holy Spirit, is more powerful than the most nobly born, profound scholar without that inspiration. He who is educated by the divine Spirit can, in his time, lead others to receive the same Spirit. I pray for you that you may be informed by the life of the divine Spirit, so that you may be the means of educating others. The life and morals of a spiritual man are in themselves an education to those who know him. Think not of your own limitations. Dwell only on the welfare of the kingdom of glory. Consider the influence of Jesus Christ on his apostles, then think of their effect upon the world. These simple men were enabled by the power of the Holy Spirit to spread the glad tidings. So may you all receive divine assistance. No capacity is limited when led by the Spirit of God. The earth itself has no properties of life. It is barren and dry until fertilized by the sun and the rain. Still, the earth need not bewail its own limitations. May you be given life. May the rain of the divine mercy and the warmth of the Sun of Truth make your gardens fruitful, so that many beautiful flowers of exquisite fragrance and love may blossom in abundance. Turn your faces away from the contemplation of your own finite selves and fix your eyes upon the everlasting radiance. Then will your souls receive in full measure the divine power of the Spirit and the blessings of the infinite bounty. If you thus keep yourselves in readiness, you will become to the world of humanity a burning flame, a star of guidance, and a fruitful tree, changing all its darkness and woe into light and joy by the shining of the Sun of Mercy and the infinite blessings of the glad tidings. This is the meaning of the power of the Holy Spirit, which I pray may be bountifully showered upon you.